So, find Mason Cassidy approaching the newly named Mirage Club of the William Crane. And he approaches the entrance where I imagine two of his retinue are outside as they were before.
Yeah.
And he makes his way inside.
It's, from what you would know, it's still technically closed to the public. Will seems to be taking his time actually getting it all sorted. Probably would guess that he wants it to be perfect for reopening. Once you get to the doors, once you get past his two of his retinue, you'd hear just classical music constantly booming out of like a musical box in the corner of the club. Very loud as well. Getting into the club, you'd see like the dance floor, where it previously had like a random chair, would now have two large sort of curtain-like things dangling from the ceiling. You know, like how those gymnasts like curl themselves up in those like silks. Currently, there's someone entwined with them. It's William, and he's hanging upside down, and he looks kind of confused. Mason, hello.
Good evening, Will.
Happy told me about these things. They said that it will help with some things. I thought I'd test it out. I'm stuck.
Would you like some help?
Please.
Okay. And Mason will help untangle Will from these.
After a moment, yeah, untangling. Will just like thud to the floor onto his knees. Oh,
Mason will give you a hand and give you a hand up.
thank you. And he'll take the hand, stand back up again. This doesn't mean that you don't owe me a meal. You still owe me.
I know.
I'm never trusting Happy again with something like this.
Well, it certainly seems like an interesting experiment.
What do you want to go?
Maybe another time. I'm actually here to talk about the parade.
Ah, right. Yes. Follow me, and you'll walk around up the stairway and eventually go and sit in the booth where they had that conversation before about the Stryx.
Of course. So Sabina tells me that the parade is still going ahead.
Of course, you can never stop a party made by a crane.
Of course. Well, I think that's a fine idea. I think it's something that, even more so now than ever, it's something the city sorely needs. And I'd like to just reaffirm and offer my my help in keeping an eye out during the event. Not security, so to speak, but letting you know that there'll be a watchful eye and to alert you if anything did look off.
Good. That'll be much appreciated. I should say as well, it's going to be through both day and night, just to let you know.
Understood.
And I myself will be on the front float during the night.
Very well. Then I'll make sure I'm there for the entirety of the night, part of it.
For the day, I've got things sorted. My ghouls will see to it that nothing bad happens.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. It will be quite the event, I'm sure.
Of course. It's going to be very fun.
I hope so.
I just need to speak to a few more people about the floats, see who I can get on there.
How many floats have you got?
I think I can get 5. Maybe
nice.
More, maybe less.
So it'll definitely be a big event.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. And it will last a long time. We plan to start here, just outside, and continue on in a big old C shape, if you've seen the map. Big old C shape background to here again. End it on a high note and Well, that's where I would first open Mirage to the public.
Oh, excellent. That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Mm. Just have any sort of people in, as long as they have a mask, you know, policy.
Ah, I see. Nice. Well, excellent. If there's anything I can do to help out, please let me know.
Mm.
I'm not much of a party planner per se, but um, anything else, I'm more than happy to lend my assistance.
Hmm. Other than just keeping a watchful eye, make sure you do have fun.
I will. I will.
Good.
And
Make sure you wear something fancy as well.
I will. And there is one other thing uh, that I came with to see you about regarding that discussion we had with the prince.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at her request, and he kind of opens up a satchel and pulls out a file, one that he's put together himself. This is all the information that I have on the Stryx, all of my experiences with them, everything I've heard from other people, and a copy of a file, an old ancient file about them. And he slides it over to you. That's
Put his hand on it and just slide it across, put it into his lap and lean back. I'll give it a read when I can.
Of course, that's all the information we have at the moment, and but I'm working on trying to find more, and I'll keep you updated.
It would be wise. This needs to stop.
It does. I agree. It's it's more dangerous than anything else because it's not something we can see coming quite as easily.
I can understand that. That reminds me. Is she right?
She's well, she's not really there at the moment.
What do you plan to do?
I have some leads on where I could get some more information and some people. And I'm thinking of maybe trying to reach out to members of the Ordo. They might have information on how to deal with this. But we'll see.
And then when you find information, make sure it comes right back to me as well.
I will. I'll keep you in the loop.
Good.
Okay. Well, if that's all, I wanted to keep this short and sweet.
I like it short and sweet.
Good. Well, I will see you at Elysium then.
Yes. Yes, you will.
That'll be interesting. Any big announcements?
Just that the parade will be done soon. So readying, waiting. Thinking maybe this week, next week. Who knows?
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll definitely get a good gauge of that.
Of course.
Well, take care of yourself, Will.
You too, Mr. Cassidy.
And Mason will get up and leave the hotel. Not the hotel, the club.